or Fitness Guy Mike or anything like that. He was always Dr. Mike with the PhD. And there's countless videos of him talking about how smart he is and how much more smart he is than everybody else that's out there. Like everybody is just peons compared to him and his knowledge.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, and that got a lot of people like on board. Like this guy, wow, he's the smartest guy in fitness ever. And nobody did their due diligence to make sure, is he really the smartest guy ever? Or is he just the smartest guy ever because he's saying he's the smartest guy ever? And he also had a lot of like, there's a lot of backstory with it. Like he wanted to be a professional bodybuilder, but he couldn't even get his IFBB Pro card because he didn't know how to diet right. And like, he didn't look the way a bodybuilder is supposed to look in order to get a card. It's not even to win a show. It's just to get, like, to be in the federation or be in the club. You have to be able to diet and look a certain way in order to be let into this club. And this guy, who's supposed to be the smartest guy ever and know more than everybody else, couldn't get his own body to that level in order to get one of those cards. That was always a red flag. Like, what the heck? This guy's supposed to be the shit, and he can't even get himself there. Like that, and that was always one of his main selling points, is he wanted to be a professional bodybuilder with that card. So when people came to him, it was like, I can do it, and you can too. But he couldn't do it. So it's like, what? Something's off here. And then just in every single video and podcast, because he started going, like, they're pushing his channel really hard, which obviously they paid lots of money for that. And then he was going on everybody's podcast, except for like Rogan. He hadn't been on Rogan or anything like that, but he's been on all kinds of other people's podcasts, and anybody in the fitness influencing space has been on his podcast. He's gone on their podcast. He's done videos and content with them and just sold himself as Dr. Mike, the most brilliant guy in the room kind of thing. But yet he couldn't get his pro card, and he had to get like surgery done or something on his stomach because he was so inflamed and fat looking. Just like all these red flags kept coming up with this guy. And then on top of that, his humor, he had very, very vulgar humor, talking about just how he's gay, he wants to be gay, he's okay with being gay, like just over the top sexualizing everything. Like just not even funny it was just, like I'm saying, over the top to where it's not even funny. It's okay to sprinkle it in, or every once in a while. It was like every single video, every single moment. If he wasn't bragging how smart he was bragging about how many you-know-whats he wanted to suck and stuff like that.
Oh
just
God.
Like very odd, very weird, odd behavior. And yeah, just very odd guy. Doesn't look the part of somebody.
Maybe he's AI.
No, he's definitely a real guy. But anyways, there's been one guy in particular, but there's been some people that were in his past that have been saying, like, don't fall for this. This guy is not who he says he is. Well, there's one guy who's made a couple videos in the past about him, finally made a video, and this guy's smart. Like, he is legitimately smart. And in his video, he shows, like, some people have their work speak for them where others speak of their work.
Yeah.
So it's like this guy is that type of guy where his work and the way he talks and the way he presents himself speaks for itself, where this Dr. Mike guy is always telling everybody how great he is. Yeah. But it's
another man
the proof is not in the pudding. It doesn't go well. It doesn't make sense.
I can't think of that verse on the
what?
Let another
man praise thee, not thy own mouth.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so this guy, Solomon Nelson, makes a video, and he was able to get his PhD dissertation, which is supposed to be the big document that you write to get your doctorate degree. It's supposed to be like a culmination of all your knowledge, and it's supposed to be like this whoa paper that everybody that has a doctorate turns in to show how much knowledge and how much work they put into. And somehow this guy was able to get a hold of a copy of it, and it's like complete dog shit. It's so bad. It's like, not only is the content bad and just grammatically doesn't make sense. There's tons of spelling errors. There's like, it doesn't flow well. Everything that it should be, it's the complete opposite. And it's terrible, like completely terrible. And it is from a accredited school, but the school is no longer accredited school. So that's all kind of wonky and weird. So this guy makes a video about it, goes through it. It's an hour-long video on just this paper alone.
Did you follow the bodybuilder, the fraud guy? Were you into following his stuff?
When he first came out, I was kind of into it, but then his humor was just so over the top. I was like, I'm not into this. Like, you can't be every single, like, I get it, and sometimes it's funny, and sometimes I can see like locker room humor, but when it is just every moment throwing it out there like you're a 13-year-old boy, it's not funny anymore. It's just kind of sick.
Talking about women too,
weird.
or just men?
Not women, but not so much, because if he talked about women, it would come across as like a pervert and a rapist. But he came across as like a pervert and a rapist in a gay way. Weird. And I guess that made it okay. In his mind, it's okay to be a pervert and a rapist as long as you're a gay pervert and a rapist. I don't know. I don't get it. Like I'm saying, that's what started turning me off. Like, I'm not into this. Whatever content or however great his stuff is, that just puts a whole damper on it. So I saw this a while ago, and he got in a fight with some other people that I honestly don't follow or like in the fitness industry either, but it just showed me how much more the fraud this guy is, and how it was like he doesn't have a point or a leg to stand on. Even though he's attacking somebody I don't like, it's still odd. And so he just, like, things kept coming up to where I've even commented. I'm not a big commenter, but if somebody pushes it enough, I'll comment. And I've even commented probably in like 5 to 10 videos just how much I can't stand Dr. Mike, and I wish he would go away, and I can't wait for the day that he gets exposed and just like how sick his humor is and all that kind of stuff. So I had been kind of vocal a little bit about stuff, and then this happened, and I kind of stopped. I was just like, whatever, he'll get found out eventually. I did subscribe for a while, but then I stopped subscribing, stopped listening. And the thing is, once I subscribed and then unsubscribed, I couldn't get his content to get off my page. It was like nails on a chalkboard. Like, I don't want to see this guy's stuff anymore or ever again. Please stop suggesting it to me.
They're paying,
but it was like suggested
money,
to me for months after. Yeah, they paid millions, and his page just blew up. It was everywhere. Every other video on my thing was his company. On everybody's thing, it was this guy with Dr. Mike and that guy with Dr. Mike, and the Modern Wisdom guy was a big proponent of his and has had him on his podcast a bunch of times.
Is he white,
like,
Dr.
Mike? How do you guys
Mike?
not see through this guy? Yeah. He's like 5'3", bald, Russian, Ashkenazi Jew.
I didn't see that coming.
Not good looking at all. Huge bulbous nose with a weird forehead. He has like a predator forehead, like it's all misshapen and stuff.
Sheesh.
And I know people can't
help that.
That's just your looks. You can't help that kind of stuff, but just a very odd guy, very weird. But anyways, all this stuff came out on his stuff. So then some people took Dr. Mike's side, some people took this other guy's side, and people that took Dr. Mike's side tried to say, well, that wasn't the real dissertation that guy reviewed, that was a first draft or something like that. And even Dr. Mike tried to say, yeah, that was a first draft. That wasn't my final that I turned in. So he made a video talking about all the stuff, and it's not even the right paper, and tried to do all that kind of stuff, and blah, 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 and just try to gaslight. But now it's been a few days, and now Mike has had to admit that was the first one, and that I lied. I lied about lying about
It's like
lying.
Liver
It's just
King.
like,
It's like
yeah,
Liver
it's just
King
the
2.0.
drama just gets deeper and deeper and deeper.
Gosh,
And
there's
all
so
the
much
people
drama
that like
everywhere.
supported Dr. Mike, but then it's come out that they've all been like either paid or they have other reasons why they're supporting him, not because they actually found out the truth and stuff like that. It's just, and like I said, everybody's been weighing in on it because it's such a huge topic about not trusting people with PhDs, not blindly trusting people just because they're at the top of the algorithm, not blindly trusting people because they say what you want them to.
Yeah.
You know, the content that you're looking for is real and legitimate because they said it. It's like, no, it's not. That's not the way things are supposed to work. You're supposed to let the content and whatever it is speak for itself. And if it's the truth, it's the truth, and the truth will rise to the top. But so often it seems like all the lies rise to the top because all the people are trying to push the truth down and keep it hidden because it makes them look bad.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks.
So